AI as a subject is very difficult for me because, we all have learned the mainframes, COBOL, all these Pascal, Fortran, and all these subjects when we started our career. Hence, I will try my level best to justify the time. Let's start. So, my subject is basically the triad of AI, IoT, and the IT system. So it's pretty complex. When I say triad, it's like Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar. So all three are talking with each other, and which is extremely difficult in an IT scenario. But that's the subject I have to cover. It's all very few slides, and I'll try to give the sense of what we are also going to do, and as an industry, what is happening across the board. So these are the areas, where it's the edge AI is there, then smart manufacturing, vehicle development, cyber security, business outcomes and value creation, integration challenges, essential skills for new era, and sustainability and future of the triad. Triad, again, please remember, triad is three systems talking with each other. I'm repeating IoT, AI, and the IT systems. So as you all know, Industry 4.0 revolution started quite a few years back. Started from Germany and then followed by US, Japan, and then it has now, this wave has also impacted India as a whole. And I think if you look at the Indian automotive manufacturing and also overall manufacturing, now the trend is almost every company has done some POC or some pilot or at least some kind of, I will say, implementation, full scale implementation of IoT in their organization. So this is what is we are talking about the first one. And if you look at the the figures like 72 billion dollars, ADAS market is advanced driving assistance system, which is basically, if you look at any new generation cars, it also has a parking system. So it will automatically help you in parking. It will talk to the other vehicles, like if there is a distance to be traversed, and if you are colliding with each other, it will help you. It will also tell you how far is the toll, and when are you going to cross the traffic, and all this kind of advanced assistance system is there, which is obviously Google is our helper for many years now. But this technology not only helps in remote connectivity, also helps in the within the car connectivity. So this kind of technologies are coming up. Then understanding triad, I think I have already covered. But most important here is IT is the main architecture, OT is the aggregator, and AI is the accelerator. Why AI is an accelerator? Because AI will help you proliferate your business very well. It will help you take the business to the next level. It will also help you taking better decisions and also fighting in the competitive market to gain more competitive advantage. So I think this is more important now. The IT and OT was already there, but this AI has now proliferated, and it's going to change the entire, I will say, automotive manufacturing into a different level. If you look at IT, basically there is data integration, there is cloud infrastructure, cyber security, and enterprise software. So most of the things which we do in an automotive organization, whether it is CRM, supply chain management, ERP, business intelligence, human resource management software, even MES, which is manufacturing execution system, all are coming under this information technology scope. So most of the softwares what we use on a day-to-day basis, from starting from your new product development to the end, customer delivery, everything is covered by IT. And as you know, OT is basically the connecting layer. So it connects the robotics and automated systems, sensors and IoT devices, PLCs for real-time control and process automation. Those who are not from automotive background, just to set the context right, basically the machines and the lines which are producing the components or the cars are getting connected to the IT backbone to provide real-time analytics and real-time situation to understand what is going on the lines, on the products, on quality, on safety, and all other parameters. And it helps in many things. Like example, nowadays, I don't know how many of you know, traceability is a very, very important thing in Indian context. It's there in the European and American market very, very strongly, but in India now it's coming up. Why it is required? Because any failure happens on the road, it has to be traced back to your organization and back to the supplier. So that traceability actually is required from the base technology is IoT, and hence OT is nothing but operational technology, means which is a shop floor technology. So we generally call it IoT, but actually in the generic terminology it is called OT. So this traceability is one of the important things. Then second thing is safety and quality. So I think the three things, traceability, safety and quality, is actually helping in shaping the automotive industry to a different level. But more important for automotive is, real-time analytics. And real-time, when I'm saying, it is edge computing. So people who are on the shop floor, who are actually doing the manufacturing, they can look at the edge, look at the the information on the edge itself. The edge devices can be mobile phones, can be tablets, can be computers or laptops or whatever. So that is extremely important. Second is machine learning for improving the data models, and also looking for a real-time data, and computer vision for basically for safety and quality related issues. So we have vision analytics, which is also a very popular technology nowadays. In many OEMs and ancillaries this is used, and this is also one of the most important pillars. Now, here, we have siloed to converge and again to silos. So, if you look at the IT, which is working in silos, these are the challenges actually we are facing today. And then integration is also missing in many of the situations. I don't know how many of you face this problem if you are somebody from the application background, not from the infra background. So, if a project has 9 months or 10 months of duration, you will see maximum time is getting spent on the integration. So, in the converged environment, like the triad environment, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar environment, so all functions actually analyzes the data on the edge. Now, look at a complex system. You have a new product development system, then there's a CRM application, then there's a ERP application, then there is a MES application and the shop floor, then there's a human resource application. And organizations like us, we use two types of HRM. One is for the blue collar separately, and for the white collar separately. So you need to also aggregate the data of blue collar and white collar in a single platform, and then take the aggregated data with respect to who is using, what is being used, when and where. So we call it 4M. 4M means man, machine, method and material. So all these 4Ms have to be tracked to achieve the results. And this is, the some kind of data points to just understand what is going on at this point of time. So if you look at the response time, less than 1 milliseconds, 99.9% defect detection is possible through these AI models, which is humongously different. Human being is never can do this. It's never possible. And 30% bandwidth savings are also there, coming with the new technologies which are coming up. One more thing I want to also share, that many companies now are talking about smart factories. What is a smart factory? So when you enter a factory, starting from the entry point to the exit point, everything is smart. Now, is it really possible? Yes. China has already made it possible long back. US and Germany is, already having a few smart factories. I mean, lot of their examples are there. And in India, there are few factories which are already, I don't want to name the companies, but there are many factories. You can get the use cases in Google. They are already declared as smart factories, lighthouse factories for World Economic Forum. And these are the real use cases which are there, where, starting from sensor detection to AI analysis, automated response and outcomes, or the business outcomes. So we call it four stages. One is connect, collect, analyze and realize. So connect the machines, collect the data, analyze the data, and then realize the benefits of the business benefits. So that's what we are talking about, these four stages in smart manufacturing environment. Vehicle development and advanced automation. I think this is another area. Like example, the new vehicle developments are happening. Look at Mahindras or Marutis, or this Tata Motors and all the companies which are coming up with latest vehicles, and the ecosystem is very very different. If you look at their vehicle development ecosystem, it's very very complex, and the supply chain ecosystem is also extremely complex in this entire scenario. We have never heard of rare earth magnet. Magnet we all know from the childhood, but rare earth magnet is some magnets which are used in EVs and also some of the IC cars and two wheelers. Because of that, now China has stopped supplies to US, and they don't want to sell to anyone who will sell back to US. So this is why they have stopped open supplies, and every supply is regulated. Even most of our automotive OEMs are suffering on the production volume. The festivals are coming up. As you all know, Ganesh Chaturthi will be the first festival to start with, followed by Dashera and then Diwali, all will be coming up. But the supply chain is going to really hamper our this time's festival very, very badly, unless there is an agreement between US and China happens. And this rare earth is only available in three countries: Argentina, China, and Australia. There are a few more countries, but then these are the three main sources. China is controlling China itself and also Argentina. The only source is Australia, but they don't have so much of resource. So hence, this is a serious, complex environment which is happening, and I don't want to read the lines. You can easily go through that. Predictive maintenance and quality is another use case, and you all know how to do predictive maintenance and make sure that the lines are up and running without any disruption in advance, and we don't have any unnecessary downtime to disrupt the manufacturing process. Cybersecurity, those who are from the infrastructure and security background, you all understand how cybersecurity is important. Uh, we did a survey recently with our organization, and we found out IT security we scored very well. Even the product security, which is the connected product security, also we fared fairly did well. But on the OT security, we fared very bad. Why? The reason is basically these projects are handled by uh, the manufacturing teams, and they don't understand security. They don't discuss with the IT teams. And when you do the audits, there are a lot of challenges which are coming up. So I think this will be a very, very interesting use case for all of you. Look at OT security very, very seriously. Anybody from outside can lock your factory, lock your product lines, change your designs, change your specifications of the machines anytime. And finally, business outcomes and value creation. So, I mean, these are some of the figures. This can be definitely different in Indian context. But I think most important is throughput gains or the output, how to increase output of the factory. The operational expenses. There is a company in India which has saved 25% of their operation expenses, which is OPEX, implementing these technologies. I don't want to name the company, but there is a very good use case. You can find it in the Google itself. And then quality also extremely important, because we are also playing in the European market. It's very, very important, and safety at the end of the presentation. Integration challenges I already discussed, so there's no need to discuss this point. And the skills which are required for future will be anyway, the IT expertise is anyway required. And I don't know how many of you are struggling. We are struggling with all types of resources, whether it is SAP or .NET or React or Java or so hiring people is extremely difficult. The cost has gone beyond the roof, and it's a big challenge for us. AI capability is very, very important, whether you have a supply network to support you, or you have your own skills. It's very, very important. OT knowledge, as I shared with you, OT is important to understand how OT really works. And change management is a global, always, it's a motherhood statement. So we always need to have the change management, and especially with the people, which is very, very important. ESG, all of you know, sustainability is extremely important. I have seen in this hotel, they're not using much of plastics, mostly glass or wooden or metal products. And paper is also one of the important things. So I think how to make sustainable digital factories is also extremely important. Green factories, so like we have green data centers coming up, so green factories are also extremely important to have carbon neutrality and the footprint. The government has taken a target of carbon neutral zero by 2070. So we all need to support that initiative through this. So autonomous plants, flexible production, and generative AI design. I think that's what my presentation all about. One or two questions very quickly, 30 seconds we can spend, because they are waiting for the next speaker, and the lunch is also is getting prepared. So anybody anything to ask? Perfectly fine. Thanks.